And was there a school bus in your day, Muriel?
Yes.
And did you get it?
I got the school bus when I was 10-year-old from Springholm School to Kirkpatrick Durham School.
Yep. And that was both directions, was it?
Yes. But on the way home, we had to walk home, either that or wait till the bus came from the high school at Castledouglas at 4:30.
I see. So it was either walk or hang about. Now, tell me about your working life, Muriel.
When I left school, I trained as a hairdresser in Castledouglas and worked from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. Then ill health became a problem and was admitted to hospital for 3.5 years with TB. Eventually, I had to have my lung removed. After convalescence for a year, I got a job with the Dumfries County Council and remained there for 35 years.
But since then you've been involved with the community on a voluntary basis, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. With our community council, senior citizens, the Springholm Elderly Thirsty Club, and years before that was organised annual trips during that summer for the village children.
But in 2000 you were rewarded for your work, weren't you? What happened?
Oh, it was a great honour to receive the MBE from the Queen at Buckingham Palace in the year 2000.
Yes.
Right. Tell me about coming here and buying the mill.
Yes, we bought it in 48. There was an old lady living here, the last of them, and they were working it from 1903, and they'd all died off, 2 brothers and 3 sisters. So she was the last, and she was not quite, she was simple. She was simple. She did all the fires. She spent most of her life going around hedges. Every time the farmer cut it to layer a hedge, she'd drag it back, go up to the cemetery the back way, see the other graves, and then bring back wood, always wood.
Yeah.
She filled that first place with wood. And then we brought our looms over from Barber Mill. We have 2 looms, and we worked them till 52. But my husband was also a wholesale merchant as well, tweed merchant. So but when we went down to London in December 52, with the smog and so awful trying to sell anything then, we thought, we're stopping it. We're too far from our market.
But you did the whole process here, didn't you?
No, you bought your wool from Hoyt, and you did your warping and the weaving, and it was finished at Carlisle. It has to be finished, because it's in raw state, the wool. It has to be finished at Carlisle and then sold.
Yeah.
Yes. And the looms did about 72 yards.
Yes.
Each of them.
Yeah.
And they were hand looms the same as the Hebrides have.
Yeah.
The Hattersley domestic loom it's called. And it has shuttles and a box at the side.
Yeah.
And it was quite difficult to pedal. You have to pedal it.
Oh gosh. Yes.
They had some at Moffat there, and they showed us and saw this woman doing. But she was smoking at the same time, and she had it. I noticed she had it on electricity. She was just doing like this with her foot. Of course, she wasn't really pedaling. She was
no effort.
No effort at all, because the electric was driving it, and we pressed it down. Each movement was pressed down.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we went over to birds. We realised that farmers needed hens. They all wanted our hens. It was lovely.
Yeah.
So we did hatching eggs.
Yep.
And they sold extremely well.
Yeah. So that was after 1950.
After 53, yes,
Yep.
it was. Then we made our own meal from after Christie came. Christie came in 57, 61 or 62. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Yes, that's right. I think about that time, yes, because we were relying on the merchants to sell us the meal up to then. But we made our own, and that was a great success.
Yeah. And
Farmers
then
came and bought it.
When did you finish altogether?
Well, when we started the house, my husband became ill. He died in 88.
Yeah.
We started the house in 84, put the extension on, opened up this room, the next room. Chris is very clever. He did all the electrics and the plumbing and that sort of thing, so it was lovely.
But you're very comfortable now
Very
with
comfortable.
the electric.
My old age worked very hard up to then.
Yeah. And the
so did my
electric,
husband.
powered by the mill is
Yes, it's
wonderful.
great, isn't it?
When you stopped working the mill for the tweed making and the weaving, you went into raising poultry.
Yes.
How did you do that?
We went with a firm because we knew hatching eggs would pay better than selling eggs in the ordinary way. So we did hatching eggs, that's specific. So you had to have 12 pullets to one big cockerel. And it was for them, you see. So the man came and collected the eggs every week, and they were tested to see that they were fertile. You had to get about 97% at least, had to be right. And that's what we did. So we sold the eggs. But then we usually had 3 or 4 hens over for myself, and that's it. And then we got another lot. So usually they came about the 3rd of January to June, July. So there was 2 lots, you see. And the farmers bought the...
Bought them through the market?
Yeah, wait a minute. Now, when we stopped, the farmers bought the hens as laying birds on their farms.
Yeah.
Because we were with them for a few years, and then we just got their brown birds, the lovely birds, for laying.
Yeah.
And then we sold all the birds when they came to lay, about 18 weeks, 20 weeks, point of lay. We sold them to the local farmers.
Yeah.
And they were very good,
Yeah.
just from right up to the border.
But you also manufactured the food for the birds too, didn't you?
Did later. It was when, let me see, we put that in 63, I think it was. Yes, we decided we would do that part of it, and my husband did. And we got the maize from Glasgow, and soybean from Glasgow, that was imported from Canada. And then we've got the local farmer, very nice barley from Red Hills, it's good barley. And we had wheat also from them, and we ground it. We had 3 bins separately for it was blown in. We used to go out and get it down. And that was it, we made it, and it came off the big mixer. I don't know if you saw the mixer, did you? There was a big mixer there, and we mixed it for farmers, and they came, 10 hundredweight at a time, and they came and bought it. It was lovely.
And you continue,
my husband got ill in 83, and we decided to do the house up, and couldn't do both.
So, and that was when you stopped doing that.
We stopped doing it in 84.